first thing to remember when we start multiplying things in brackets is that there is an implicit multiplication symbol between the term next to the bracket and the bracket itself. So if we have x plus 3, that's exactly the same as saying x multiplied by x plus 3. So what we're doing is we're multiplying x by the terms inside the bracket. Now normally if we knew what x was, then we'd add these two terms together and then multiply by x, but of course we have an unknown here, so we can't do that. So what we need to do is we need to multiply the x outside the bracket by the x inside the bracket, and then do the same thing with the x outside the bracket and the 3 inside the bracket. So we do x multiplied by x, which is x squared, and cross that out, x multiplied by plus 3, which is plus 3x. So let's do another one. Let's do 4x minus 2. So we do 4 multiplied by x, which is 4x. And in the same way that when we have a term next to the bracket there's an implied multiplication symbol, it's exactly the same with 4x. 4x, I'll write it here, is 4 times x. But we just get rid of the x and kind of smush those two things together. I don't know what I'm drawing there. Oh, fuck that, that's stupid. Right, anywho, so we've done a 4x here, then we do 4 multiplied by minus 2. Don't forget the minus. So 4 multiplied by minus 2 is minus 8. Nice and simple. Something else you might see is they just sort of swap those two terms around. So say we've got x 3 minus 2x, something like that. We do x multiplied by 3, which is 3x. X multiplied by minus 2x, we've got a positive multiplied by a negative, so we know it's going to be a negative. 2x times x is 2x squared. So let's just make sure that this isn't all complete bollocks. Okay, so I'm going to write the equation here, which is 2x x minus 4. Okie dokie. So we're going to solve it. 2x multiplied by x is 2x squared. 2x multiplied by minus 4. Remember there's a negative and a positive, so it's going to be negative. 2 times 4 is 8, and there's an x term. Now I'm going to decide that x equals, let's make my life easy and make it 2. X equals 2. So I'm going to put x equals 2 into this equation. So I have 2 multiplied by 2 squared, because x is 2, minus 8 times 2. 2 squared is 4. So I'll write that here. 2 times 4 minus 8 times 2 is 16. 2 times 4 is 8, minus 16 equals minus 8. Now if we put this in here, so what I want to do is take our original sum and do 2x x minus 4, but then I substitute in x equals 2. I have 2 times 2, because remember there's the implicit multiplication symbol when we have our number next to x, and that is then multiplied by 2, because of course x equals 2, like I've just said, like 7 fucking times there, so there 2 there, minus 4 there. Now this time what we do is we solve everything inside the brackets first, as you would. 2 minus 4, if we remember back to the negative number video, you know we've got our water at 2, water level at 2, we then scoop out 4, so it drops down 4, so that is minus 2 inside the brackets. We then have a 2 multiplied by 2 here. 2 times 2 is of course 4. 4 multiplied by minus 2 equals minus 8, which is the same as what we have here. So that was expanding single brackets.